What's up, Guardians? Welcome to DNA Weekly Strike, DNA's Destiny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Derry, and alongside me, as always, is Brian Wilson. It's good to be here with you, Brian.
Always.
Not a whole lot of news this week, so this is probably going to be a shorter episode, but, we do want to talk about the hard mode raid a little bit and some of the challenge modes that are coming to the hard mode raid. But first, we always start out with what we did in Destiny this week. I actually did quite a lot, but I know you tried the hard mode raid.
Yeah, it's... I don't like how they did it where they came out with it on a Friday night.
Yeah.
We didn't get started until, I think, after 11.
Yeah.
And we moved pretty well through it. We had a good group, We kind of got stuck on the War Priest.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing. It's tough.
The problem was our setup. We had, I think I told you, we had 2 hunters, 1 Titan, and 3 Warlocks, which isn't ideal.
No.
So if we would have had 1 more Titan, which me and we just said it over and over again, man, if we had 1 more Titan to have a bubble
I got stuck
because kind of protect you. Oh, I mean, it wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
But so that's why we got stuck on the War Priest. If we would have had 1 more bubble, it wouldn't have taken that long. Golgoroth was actually really easy.
Yeah.
I was really shocked. I thought Golgoroth would be one of the harder fights. He was in the normal mode, but in the hard mode, the only thing they add is 1 person explodes like a thrall.
Yeah.
And all they do is they just leave that area,
yeah.
and then they explode, and then they come back.
Yeah.
I mean, and he shoots an extra orb at the guy who has the gaze, so he shoots 4 instead of 3. I mean, Golgoroth was not hard.
Yeah.
The kind of puzzles in between aren't any different at all. They're not difficult. And then we got to the Death Singers, and it was like 4:00. We did a couple runs. We were very, very close to beating them, and we just kind of ran out of time.
Yeah.
And then, it's the thing, it was a Friday, so, Saturday, I had a Halloween party, and then Sunday it was just like, I don't like that it came out on a
busy weekend.
I just don't like that it came out on a Friday, like my entire raid team.
Yeah.
We all work weekends and stuff. Well, most of us work weekends and stuff. So it was, I would have liked to have beaten it, and we will beat it. But I mean, it was fun. It was challenging, but not impossible, which is what I think a hard raid should be. Now, I haven't gotten to Oryx,
right?
Which I hear is really the tough, and that's going to be the hardest fight. But
yeah,
my drops were terrible. Are you surprised?
No, I was just about to say I heard you got screwed on.
Yeah,
RNG again.
The loot table is in the hard 310 to 320, correct?
Yeah,
I got 310 gauntlets and a 311 sniper. And like I said, I was already using a 310 raid sniper, and they dropped me a 311 raid sniper. Yeah. And I was using 309 gauntlets, and they dropped me 310 gauntlets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, and some people be like, well, hey, at least they're better. Well, yeah, they had to be better. But I got the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
While other guys were getting 314, 317, I'm like 311.
Yeah.
So I went into the raid at 308, and I'm still 308. I think that's the most frustrating thing is that. Yeah, they're a little bit better, and they're sweet. I don't know if you know, but they're different looking. They're black.
Yeah,
and
I've seen it. I've seen all the weapons.
They're called Harrowed. They just add that into it. So I mean, it was frustrating but fun at the same time.
Yeah,
and you know what? You're gonna have raids like that.
Yeah, I've had
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it sucks when it's the first one because I wanted to get a couple pieces of gear, maybe get me up to 310. Didn't happen, but there will be plenty more raids to come.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting screwed on raids, just the normal mode raid lately. I haven't got anything above 304, which was the machine gun from the normal raid.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if you can go into the hard mode raid, there's no point in playing normal.
Well, yeah.
Because, you don't get the exotic... Well, no, actually, I take that back. You do get a chance at the exotic. You just don't get the other stuff that, drops. Like, the Moldering Shards, you can only get once from, either raid. And that's how it was in the old ones. With Ascendant Energy, stuff like that, you can only get it once, depending on, which way. If you did normal first, like in Vault of Glass, that first chest when you open it, if you got that on normal, you couldn't get it on hard.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Moldering Shards. But that exotic chest, I know, when we went to it, I got absolutely nothing. That just means I missed the roll on the exotic.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I can't get anything out of it. I just didn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've kind of fell into your RNG luck pattern.
I'm sorry.
I mean, in the raids, I haven't gotten anything over 304, which that's going to change tonight when we do the hard raid tonight.
Yes,
but I'm stuck at 304. I've been stuck at 304 for probably 2 weeks now. And this week I bought Suros Regime with legendary marks because I like that weapon.
It's pretty bad. I'm sorry.
The year one was great.
The year one was great.
This one's really different.
Well,
First of all, the fire rate is different.
It's not even just that things are different. Like, and I was playing with my other buddy last night. We were doing the weekly Crucible bounties.
Yeah,
he ended up getting a 310 truth for complete. So you get good stuff for.
Yeah.
So you need to unlock those bounties from Shaxx because he got a 310 truth from completing them.
Yeah. Well, what I've been doing this past week was starting my quest lines. Like, I'm almost done with the exotic sword quest line. I started the Crucible bounty ones because like the beginning steps of that one aren't very hard. But back to my point, I got Suros Regime and I got 3 more after I bought it, which is like,
it's frustrating because they said they were going to fix that.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating part. And like I bought a Helm of Same 14 and then I got 2 more after that.
Yeah. It seems like that's how it used to be before, where like it seemed like when you got an exotic before, like in the year one, you would see it over and over again.
Yeah. And
like, because I know people like once they got their first Gjallarhorn, then they just kept getting them.
Yeah.
So, and it seems like that's a very similar thing where I keep like I got another exotic Engram. It was a legendary, or I'm sorry, it was a special. It was another 4th Horseman.
Yeah.
That's like 5. I've gotten 5 of those.
Yeah, I've gotten 6 Crest of Alpha Lupe.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's why though. It's because there's only like so many chess pieces.
I'm not even saying just for my Titan though. I've gotten 3 for my Titan, 1 for my Warlock, and 2 for the Hunter.
Well, the Warlock is the helmet. They don't have a Crest Alpha Lupe for the Warlock. They have the helmet with the Light Beyond Nemesis.
Right.
Is their version of the Crest.
Well,
which you really shouldn't be mad about because that is such a vital piece of armor, especially for like, well, not so much Nightfalls anymore. They used to be huge in Nightfalls because you would go back to orbit.
Right.
So like getting those revives was huge. Now it's just like whatever. But Trials, I cannot tell you how badass having that crest is because you can run. Like I said, I know I've talked about before. You can just sprint through that person's body and revive them real quick. And that sometimes revives are better than kills.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, comes back this weekend.
I know
it's finally coming back. So I'm pretty pumped. I need to get to that lighthouse. I know what I'm going to be doing this weekend.
Yeah.
Regardless if I beat the hard raid or not, and because I don't know if we'll beat it tonight, but we'll get far. And people will want to finish it this weekend. Well, I got to find time in between my trials.
Right.
Because I want to get to that lighthouse and see what they have in that big chest for me.
I wonder if they move the light level up in the hard raid, if this stuff will drop at 310 to 320 in trials now.
I think that
like the lighthouse stuff.
The lighthouse stuff should drop at 310. I don't know if it just dropped at least 310. It should be randomized then between 310 and 320.
Yeah.
Because getting there isn't easy.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. But other than doing the raid a few times, helping people through it this weekend, I did start leveling up my Hunter, and I'm sitting at a level 12 right now. I like the Hunter. I'm enjoying the Hunter a lot.
You know how I feel about the Hunter.
Yeah, so. I do. But and then I did the whole Festival of the Lost thing, which is like
I mean, I saw it and
I did buy the Thriller Dance though.
I am not even surprised by that. I did not buy anything. I don't know. It's cool that they decorated it for Halloween and stuff. I'm not running around and doing quests.
No, I'm not doing the quest, but like I think the idea is cool.
I mean, I have enough stuff going on in that game already to like run around and get mass and stuff. Which all right. This is what pisses me off about the mass. Why do they have no light level?
Yeah, I know.
Even if they're garbage, like even if they're just like garbage light and they have like crappy stats, why do they have nothing?
The thing is, like, the quests make you wear the masks to do some of the hard stuff in the game. Not like the super hard stuff, but like, you got to kill a boss in Court of Oryx.
with a stolen rune.
Yeah.
That's only the second tier. So, I mean, but there should be some sort of stat.
But still, it
some
dropped
sort
me
of
30
level.
light levels.
Oh, yeah, it really
By putting on a
it
mask.
drops you down pretty low.
So, like, I mean, 30 light levels is a lot when you're trying to run Court of Oryx, even if it is just the stolen rune.
And they're taking up space in my freaking... I don't have a lot of... as you can see, my helmet... So I'm pretty full on helmets.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room.
Yeah.
So...
But, I mean... I know somebody asked a question down below if we like it or not. Like,
well,
I think...
I mean, no. If they didn't do it, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be like, oh man, I really wish they decorated the tower.
Yeah.
And we had masks. It was funny, like going in and seeing like all the characters dressed up.
Yeah.
Like Cade dressed up as
the
Eris Morn.
aesthetic is cool. The
It is
stuff
cool.
that's tied
It's
to
very,
it is not. The quests are not.
Yeah.
The masks are okay.
The masks are
like,
okay. I think it would have been sweet if they would have had like, all right, here's a mask that you can put on, but like the helmet that you're wearing is still
kind of like the Diablo thing, where like if you get the armor, then you can make it look like a different piece to make it look different,
transmorphing,
yeah,
or whatever. I and that's a story for another day. I think they should have that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's not available.
Where like if you could get like any legendary, like any helmet that you've gotten throughout the game, like if you get like a 310 raid helmet and you hate how it looks and you like the old Trials armor, you should be able to transmorph that into that Trials armor. Same stats that you have. Like it's still 310.
Like just have a separate
Why do they not
slot.
have that? Because like, you know, we're getting back to the point where like every character is going to look the same.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I liked it during House of Wolves. That was the best thing, is because you can infuse. Right? No, that's not right. Because you could ascend. Sorry,
right.
You could ascend stuff up to the max
light level
or armor, whatever it was. So like characters looked completely different. No two characters really looked the same, because you know Vault of Glass, when that came out, every hunter had Vault of Glass and like Chatterweight.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean? And then the Crota, same thing.
Yeah.
Every character looked the same, and that's boring.
Yeah. And
we're getting back to that again.
It's different levels of the same problem that they had.
Well, I mean, House of Wolves,
especially
House of Wolves was great.
I'm not talking House of Wolves. I'm talking like Vanilla Destiny and Dark Below. It's the same issues. It's the same thing. Like, I don't know. I just think they need to do something about this.
But I think like how in Diablo that they have that would be cool. Just because, you know, you drop into a Crucible game and all those characters drop down. You're like, wait, which one is mine? They all I don't know, because we all have raid gear on.
Right.
I mean, except for shaders.
Yeah,
that's it. The shader is the only thing you can put on to like change. Yeah, so you don't. And I don't like looking like all the other characters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
But yeah, we're gonna move into our topic of the week, which is hard mode challenge. They're bringing a challenge mode to the hard raid.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Your brother mentioned something in the comments that, you know, he wants us to speculate on that. So I think that's a good topic. You know, speculate what these things could be.
Well, anytime you have like a challenge mode, some of them are going to be not too bad, and you're going to find that on the easier fights.
There's going to be different tiers.
It's going to be different tiers. Well, and it goes by the fights, basically, you know?
Yeah.
And is it only going to be like one challenge per boss, or are they going to be like multiple? Because I mean,
do the challenges have to be tied to the bosses?
They don't have to. I mean, there could be a challenge tied to the whole raid. Because, you know, beat the raid in, you know, this fast, or, you know, that's like Flawless Raider. Like, those are achievements. Like, no one died. That's Flawless Raider. So that's not going to be one. But
did you see the calcified fragments are tied to the challenges? The last 3.
I figured, because those have always been unknown. So I figured they're going to be rewards for something. And I'm assuming you're going to get something for getting all 50.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, right? I mean,
I'm sure.
They wouldn't make you find
the last 3 and get nothing.
Yeah. So, but anyways.
But there will be challenges tied to bosses, like, you know, beat the War Priest in this amount of time. There might be some like without taking any damage.
Yeah, there's going to be some challenging ones. You know, I was thinking more like, you know, the relay right before you get to the War Priest, the relic.
Yeah.
Like, something might be tied to something like that instead of a boss, or like the jumping. Like there's going to be different ways to jump through the dildo part after Gogoroth. Like,
Oh, you think they're gonna be more tied to the puzzles?
yeah, like
I think they're gonna be
not
tied
all
to
of them.
No,
Not
I mean
some of them.
and I'm sure that there will be. I mean, there could be a challenge for every section.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to I'm thinking more on like the boss level. I think all the bosses will have a challenge.
Yeah. Beat them under a certain amount of time. Maybe kill the Death Singers on the first try each time.
Right. Like that one probably will be one. And some of these like the Oryx one, take your pick on what, there's like 5 different things you could do with it because there's so much going on in that fight.
Yeah.
Because there's like a way where you can detonate all the blights at once and kill them. I mean, on normal mode, I don't know how that was going to work on hard, especially with those knights that spawn now.
Yeah.
But anyways, that something like that where kill Oryx in one hit type deal.
Yeah.
That would be a good challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, like some of them are going to be incredibly difficult. You're not going to be able to do it till you have a full fire team of 320.
Yeah.
And a very skilled, coordinated. But then you should get something really, really sweet for that.
Mm-hmm.
Show it off.
Like if you complete all the challenges, is there going to be like an exotic weapon or gear tied to this, or like
a year 2 Galahorn?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
What I'm more
than you thought we were done with it.
Speculative about is what's going to be tied to these. What kind of rewards are we going to get?
Well, they said I know like emblem.
I mean an emblem. But
really?
Like,
it's kind of sweet. I like having emblems.
Everybody tried so hard for that year 1 emblem. How many people do you see use that year 1?
I used it for like a week, for like a day. It was not even a week. I used it and I'm like, oh, this one's sweet.
Then you got that Suros one, like with the Taken King pre-order thing.
I didn't even use that one. The shader was kind of cool, but I barely used the emblem. Yeah, but like my trials one, like the one you get for getting the lighthouse, and there's I will use those. Yeah. I because it's like I have that and you don't.
Yeah.
Type deal, and it's the same thing with this. Like the year 1 thing. I mean, I didn't think it was that hard to get.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty easy. I thought I think trials should have been tied to that. To be quite honest with you, something in trials.
Yeah, and it
been tied to that.
It didn't even have to be like get to the lighthouse because that's asking for a lot. But like at least just like get 5, 6, 7 wins. Get 7 wins.
Get a 7-win card.
Get a 7-win card. Something like that. There should have been a trials thing, but I mean that would have definitely knocked off a lot of people.
Yeah,
I
don't think the emblem is enough of an incentive.
Well, that's not all. I don't remember what else they said. I don't know if I can find it. What else they said was going to be tied to it, but I know an emblem, maybe like a shader. Do you not care about shaders?
I mean, I like shaders, but
I thought you were a big shader guy.
You always make fun of my Glow Who one, so I just switched to Queen's.
It says right here, there's also a challenge mode, a particular way of killing a raid boss. So I mean, there still could be the puzzle, but like it's a certain way to kill a raid boss.
I had no doubt that the bosses were gonna.
That gets you a special emblem and a reward. So the reward could be anything from like a legend, maybe there's guns that we don't know about out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not just like moldering shards.
Oh my gosh. Don't.
No?
I mean, last week.
I don't know. I'm excited to beat Oryx the first time with like 20 moldering shards on hard.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm tired of getting to Oryx with 20 moldering shards to trade them in for 2 moldering shards.
We've discussed that in length, the one episode about the raid drop, loot drop system and everything.
I know. But it's ridiculous. That last chest, I got a 300 hand cannon.
Hey, man.
Are you kidding me?
On my Warlock, who the first time I took him through, who I'm still rocking all blues, and I think I have him above 300. Oh, no, I did get him a legendary chest piece at 290. First time I run through, the only thing I got was a 300 bond. That's it.
I mean, I got that when we ran with my Warlock.
I'm just saying, like, I seem to get the bottom of the barrel, and then I have to slowly, like, infuse it up. Like, I didn't get, I had a 310 raid sniper when we were in it, and I didn't get that as a 310. I had to infuse it up,
right,
and like find things. And finally, I got a 310 raid shotgun when I had it at like 308, And then so I infuse like so many weapons into this freaking gun.
Yeah.
And then they give me a 311.
Yeah.
So then I put the 310 into my Arene, which I know someone asked about snipers, and I have a few opinions on those.
Yeah, that's our first question actually. But like, I don't know. I just hope that these challenges give me something more than something that's aesthetic. I hope it's.
I guarantee
I hope
you're
it's a weapon.
gonna.
I hope it's some kind of cool armor.
It's going to be
piece.
something cool. I mean, it's
even
going to
if
be
it's
awesome.
legendary. I don't need an exotic. I just want a cool piece of legendary.
I think I've pretty much got all the exotic weapons. Yeah. I think the Telesto is all I got left.
Yeah, if you really haven't gotten that yet.
I told you I got the fourth horseman.
I've gotten Telesto 4 times.
I had to say it 5 times right there, just because I just see it keep flashing in my on my screen. I've gotten a bunch of invectives.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten Supercell.
The only way you see, like every game, year 1 is the Gallahorn. Year 2, I don't know, maybe it'll be the Telesto. The good news is I don't care if I get it. I mean, it's cool, but like. It's not
the Telesto is
people aren't gonna be like, hey,
like,
you can't join the raid group unless you have a Telesto. You know what I mean? Like I'm not worried about that. So
yeah,
if I get it, I get it. I might have to wait for Xur to sell it. That's how I got the Hereafter.
Mm-hmm.
That won't drop. That wouldn't drop to me. So I just waited and okay, I bought it. It's a piece of garbage.
It is garbage. I'm really mad that I bought that weapon.
I'm not. Xur. I mean, I might still bust out in trials.
I mean, I found myself using it in the daily today just because it.
I don't even.
Artburn was so.
I don't even like do that stuff anymore because I'm like marked up. I think I need to buy a Thunderlord. That's it. Like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
Type deal, but
Thunderlord's pretty awesome.
The exotics are kind of underwhelming. Again, I'm not blown away. I mean, they did do a better job, but there's a lot more of them, obviously.
I feel like the really good exotics are tied to quests. Like quests, and then like Black Spindle.
I think that's fair though, because then that gives everyone a chance to get it. When before, like the best exotics were all RNG, and it's like it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter your skill. You're just gonna get it randomly.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, if you want this weapon, you can get it. Like Black Spindle, that wasn't easy to get.
No.
Now I haven't used mine in forever. I do have mine up to like 305 again. I still need to infuse it one more time, but Black Spindle. That's just not what I'm going to use my exotic slot on.
Yeah.
Probably because my heavy situation's pretty bad. So I have to run my sword all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My exotic sword. Because the only thing I also have is a 309 raid rocket launcher, which is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah. I feel like most of my legendaries are better than my exotics. For sure. I mean, my set of weapons. Legendaries.
I don't know your gun situation that
I mean, my best exotic is probably Hawkmoon or Truth.
Well, Truth's pretty awesome.
Or Thunderlord. Those are my 3 best.
You don't have Chaperone yet?
No.
No.
I can't get past that last word. Crucible one.
Did you level up your last word?
I did.
All right, then we'll give it another shot here.
I did.
I'm telling you, my new favorite, and I don't know how to pronounce this, so you wanna
Tlaloc?
I don't know. The
Warlock.
The Warlock
Scout
rifle that is class specific has quickly become one of my favorite PvP weapons.
Oh, really? PvP, Scout Rifle and PvP, huh?
Dude, it is disgusting. Like, see the problem. And here's how you use it, though. I don't use it right away.
Right.
I start out with my like Apple Discord or like Red Death, whatever, Bad Juju, whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get my super build up, I switch to that. And that thing is not even fair. How fast you can fire it. The stability. It doesn't kick at all. You can fire it super fast. It's got pretty good impact for a scout rifle. I mean, I was wrecking kids with it the other night, and I had never given it a chance.
Yeah.
I had a blast with it. It was a lot of fun. So you have to use all the weapons to kind of, and in both like scenarios, like, okay, maybe it's not great in PvE. Now that probably still is.
Mm-hmm.
That probably is good in both, but I never thought it was going to be that good in PvE. I kept getting killed by it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is this? How is this scout rifle beating my Red Death? Well, now I understand. If you have a super, like I said, it's not great before you get one. It's just like every other scout rifle, middle of the road. It's kind of like the Gemini, Boolean Gemini, the stats are almost identical. Almost identical. But then when you get that super, it just becomes a whole other weapon.
Yeah.
And it's great for the Warlock, especially like if you run self-res or something and you never use that super and you feel like you're never using that super and it's like, man, this is kind of like pointless to run this self-res. Like I never use, well, now you have a weapon to go with it.
Yeah. That's
which I thought it was nice. So there, I gave some Warlock love for the first time on this show.
Yeah, first time ever. I mean, even outside the show. First time ever.
Well, he was my last character I had to do the weekly bounties for. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to run this Warlock. I had a great time with it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Got a Red Spectre.
Nice.
Didn't get good perks on it though, unfortunately.
No.
And it's assault rifle, so it's crap.
All right.
All assault rifles are crap.
That ends our topic of the week. Before we get into questions, you want to mention that Cabal raid that Kotaku
there was finally kind of maybe something mentioned about it.
Yeah, like they are potentially planning a Cabal raid, or it was part of the game.
It sounded like it was already planned.
I mean,
I'm sure it's on a drawing board somewhere.
I'm sure like they have assets for it. I'm sure they have some sort of idea of what to do with it. If
this is
the next raid,
I would love a Cabal raid and some Cabal guns.
Oh my gosh, dude. I would love to see a Cabal raid. Like just a tactical military
That's what I'm saying.
Raid.
Like, if you think the puzzles are tough in like the Dreadnought, just wait till you do a Cabal raid.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just, go read that article on Kotaku. It's right after the one where they were talking about the disaster that was Destiny before it launched, which messed everything up. It's on our community group. I think maybe Sean Church posted it. Somebody posted it.
Sean posts a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he does.
It's good. No, I mean, we like it.
I like seeing the active group.
Yeah, I just lose track.
I lose track who posts what.
Who posts what, and there's a good chance it was Sean.
Yeah. So very excited for a potential Cabal raid, but that leads us.
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
I mean, they gotta have at least one more raid before Destiny 2 or whatever.
Oh yeah, and it's gotta. I mean, it's Cabal. There's really no other option.
Yeah. That takes us into our questions. Megan Green writes in, as always, what is the best sniper rifle for both PvP and PvE? And what gear do you recommend for those types of weapons? I'm starting to make my hunter my main.
I'm glad you asked, Megan, because I am a sniper and I run a hunter. Now, there's two ways you can look at it. Like, a lot of the good sniper rifles for PvP are still good in PvE. It wasn't really the case in year one. You use different snipers for different things. In this one, the biggest one you're going to see, and I'm going to go PvP first because that's what I love, 1,000-yard stare. I don't know how many people.
That's a lot of people's go-to.
It's a fantastic gun. It's got good impact. I think it's good enough to kill a revive too in trials. I don't know yet, and it depends on what your light level is. But that one should have enough impact to drop a revive with a headshot. Great. I mean, especially if you get something like hidden hand on it, unflinching, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic gun. I like the Arene RR4. That one has more impact than 1,000-yard stare. And a lot of people think 1,000-yard is one of the highest ones. The Arene RR4, that's an Arms Day weapon that you can order. It was a couple weeks ago. I love that one. It also has, the perk that I have on it is a random bullet does extra damage. So even though they got rid of the spears final round, where that last round kills with a one-shot body shot, I can still kill with a one-shot body shot with the Arene RR4. I just don't know which bullet it's going to be. So it's never intentional when it happens. But I was playing a game just the other night, and we were on Memento. I don't know if it's the one that it reminds me of Gears of War, like the broken down buildings.
Right.
And we were up in the upper left part in that building with that ledge.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see a guy down by zone C. Like all I could see was his knee. And I'm like, I might be able to two-snipe him here. Shot him once in the knee and it killed him. Like, because it was my random bullet that went off. It was luck in the chamber. So
that's awesome.
That one's good for both. I also use that in the raid when I'm not going against Taken. When Taken come in, I use the raid sniper.
Right.
But the raid sniper's not that good.
Yeah, that's what like a lot of people were saying it was good, but I'm wondering if that had to do with like how high their light level was in going against other.
The scope
enemies.
Is, if you like how it scopes in and everything, I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about the red The crosshairs, I don't like I care about that kind of stuff. I don't really like Arene's crosshairs. It's more of like a weird odd circle.
Yeah.
Versus just like one just yellow circle. I think that's what like depending on the scope that you pick. Like my 1,000-yard, I have the scope that I like. I have hidden hand on it. Like it's a good sniper, both PvP, PvE. Arena, like I said, I use in the raid when there's no Taken, and then I use the raid sniper against Taken. But I don't really. I know I've been killed in PvP. You can buy that from the Vanguard.
Yeah,
I believe.
You can, because that's...
Is it Vanguard or is it Crucible? No,
it's the Vanguard.
The Crucible's the Tai Hao Yan.
Yeah.
That one is okay. It's a low impact, fast fire rate. It's kind of like Praetus.
Yeah.
And then you want to know what kind of
armor?
Like
what kind of armor do you wear to give it the perks? Like,
I mean, armor isn't really going to do anything for your sniper. The only thing is going to be like carry more ammo for your sniper, which is nice for like trials when ammo can be hard to come by. But your armor isn't really going to affect it. You're looking more for perks on the gun. And like I said, like hidden hand is something that you want for PvP. For PvE, you want like that. Like my Arena has that. It does, extra stability when I do damage. It does one extra bullet does extra damage, and that is really nice, especially on the boss battles and stuff.
Right.
Those are the kind of things that you're looking for. So.
Right. Black
Spindle's nice, but if you can give up, if you can give up that exotic slot,
yeah,
Black Spindle's always a good choice because you can just keep firing at the boss.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's true.
Fast reload times, stuff like that. I like stability. Really doesn't matter that much in PvP,
right?
Because most of the time,
if you get that headshot off, you're gonna.
Yeah, like I don't. Some people are really good at just popping 2 body shots off. That's great. That's not how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to go for that one kill, and it usually if you want a quick hit 2 guys real quick, you have time to bring it down. Right. So stability doesn't really matter. Range doesn't have to be maxed out. You can hit guys from reload, impact, fire rate. Those are the things that I look for in my sniper.
She also asks, "Where's my DNA Destiny swag?"
I'm very white. I don't even understand the question.
I think that means like stuff that we give or sell.
Do we sell stuff?
I mean, not yet.
Don't jump the gun, Megan. We're still working on it.
It's a work in progress.
I'm saying I don't even understand.
WIP.
What? Work in progress? Got
yeah.
It.
So, all right. And then Raymond and Paul Williams from Neek the Podcast. Awesome show. You guys should definitely check it out. Events like Halloween and Destiny, more or less of them? Here's my thing.
Go ahead.
I feel like the aesthetic is cool. I don't really need the quests, like the stupid like candy searching quests or whatever. I don't need like quests tied to the masks. Like I don't need that stuff. Like if you want to decorate the tower,
I think that's
for
cool.
like Halloween or Christmas,
I think
or
decorating
something,
the tower was cool.
Like that's cool, and seeing like Cade 6 with the Airborne mask, it was hilarious.
That was hilarious. I thought that was funny.
But like if you want to do stuff like that, that's cool. I don't need the extra stuff. Like seeing people do the Thriller dance together, like 5 or 6 people together and do it all. That's funny to watch. I'm on the videos and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like I don't need stuff like that. I mean, if you want to decorate, that's fine. I don't need the
I have enough stuff to do already
in
the game.
Yeah.
Trying to run the raid with multiple characters, trying to do the weekly bounties,
the Nightfalls
for Crucible with multiple characters, trying to run Nightfalls with multiple characters. When do I have time to go chasing around for candy?
Yeah.
Now, that's for you and me,
right?
And we're doing stuff now. I'm trying to view this as a more casual. I can't get on and do the raid. I can't get on and do this other stuff. This might be nice for those types of players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, hopefully they do what they did last year. For Christmas, they just gave you a random either legendary or exotic weapon as a gift. They did that last year.
Oh, that would be cool.
Was that last year?
It had to have been last year, and there's hasn't been another year yet, another Christmas yet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there's not another episode because I know last year during Christmas that was a cluster.
Yeah.
Because whatever that group was.
Oh, right. The hacker.
We
guys
already
or
forget
whatever.
your name.
The Lizard Squad or whatever.
No, that's it. Yeah. Lizard Squad. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was unfortunate because my brother had come over that night and we were gonna get some serious Destiny and.
Yeah, that's the day I got my Xbox One, and I really wanted to play Halo, and I couldn't because like
Xbox One was down too.
yeah, the Master Chief Collection had like a 60 gig update or something ridiculous, and I couldn't download it because it wouldn't connect to the internet.
Yeah.
So like I was stuck playing like I don't know. I was playing some Wii U game. I don't even remember what it was, but anyways,
Yeah, I think I was too.
uh,
Mario Kart or something.
and this question kind of piggybacks off of
What we just
Raymond's
talked about.
question. How do you guys feel about the microtransactions in the Festival of Loss? Do you think they're a good indication of future content, and why is the skull mask only available from the boxes you buy? You don't have to buy the boxes. That's what the candy is for.
Yeah, you can
fill up
you
a
can
candy
get,
bag.
You can get the boxes.
Yeah,
don't
you
have
do
to
the
buy them.
quest tied to the things, and you fill up your candy bag, and you turn that into the lady that gives out the shaders and the emblems. I forget.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
I always forget her name, but and she'll give you a box.
Eva Levante.
Yeah, her, and you can get stuff through that. I mean, it is a lot easier to buy the boxes. Obviously, that's what microtransactions do in video games.
That's
make
what they
things
do.
Easier. But that said, I mean, it's still optional. Still
Yeah,
optional. I don't have a problem with
I
optional stuff that doesn't change the course.
have no
of
problem with
the
people
game.
buying dances. I really
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I chose not to.
I
That is
chose to.
And and see, I mean that's fine. You can thriller dance all you want as I shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
Doesn't it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
So whatever, as long as this is as far as it goes.
Yeah.
And like I said, I would even be okay with like shaders
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever.
anything aesthetic, I would
Yeah.
be totally fine with.
No weapons.
No weapons,
No
no weapon
parts,
parts, no
nothing.
motes, no
No.
strange coins, none of that
No.
crap. I don't want to see any of that
No.
crap.
Neither do I.
Mohammed asks, do you like the way exotic weapons are closed off behind quest lines? And do you like that some only come along once in a while? Example, Black Spindle.
No, we've talked. I mean, there's two answers to that question: yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that they're tied to quests
I think we talked about this
because
a little
I
bit
can
2 weeks ago.
control getting them.
Yeah.
No, I do not like that they only come around once in a while. And like I've said this before, once that comes out once and you play it, I think you should
Yeah.
have to play it and try
Yeah.
it. You should be able to go back throughout, and play it whenever you want, like
Yeah.
on the heroic setting, like, or they
Yeah.
should be like maybe even a special version under heroic for
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it, but exotic or something.
Yeah.
I don't like how, I didn't like that I had to wait till this week to do No Time to Explain because
Yeah.
I didn't have time to get the ghost the first time around.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we talked about that last week, I think. How
Yeah.
I don't like how that is, but I do like that they're tied to quests. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I do like.
I don't know how you feel about it.
I mean, I do like that too. I mean, we're in the same boat of that. I don't like how, we can't just do it whenever we want after we tried it. Like, I want to try the Black Spindle one again, but the last 2 times I've been at work, and like by the time I get home from work, I'm too dead tired
Yeah.
to put any effort into doing that. So, I'm in the same boat. I wish I could just try it again whenever I wanted, since we already played it.
Mm. Maybe some people don't like it because they actually have to earn their weapons this time. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
The people who think
I feel like
the
that's
people
what
who
makes
think
exotic
that
special
they-
is that you have to earn them.
Yeah.
That's why they're special in year 2. Like year 1, they were just random, like we talked about earlier.
Well,
but-
people think that they earned a Gallahorn.
Yeah.
Let's not get confused on that. And
Yeah.
most,
Let's-
you
we could do a 10-15 minute rant on
Yeah, I
that.
could.
Let's,
So there's a lot of people think that they earn their weapons in year 1. You're not
Yeah.
the only person to beat the raid,
Yeah.
guys who got the Gallahorn
Yeah.
early on. You're not the only person to beat Vault of Glass
Yeah.
early on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like now you have like, okay, this guy has a touch of mouse. He's obviously beating the raid. He's got no like you can tell like okay, this guy's put some work and time into getting this gun.
Yeah. So that's our view on that. And then our last question of the week comes from CodFanFF on Twitter. Favorite character, boss, and race in Destiny.
What does he mean by favorite character?
I'm probably like someone in the tower.
Or Cayde. I mean,
Cayde 6
we talked about
obvious
Cayde
answer.
6. Kind of stole the show.
Yeah. I mean, if this was year 1, I couldn't even tell you like who the characters were, but like year 2 came around and you come into like
Cayde having a personality.
Yeah, and his banter with
year 1,
Eris.
my favorite character was Xur, just because like he'd come around and you're like, well, he might have something that I like. So year 1 was Xur, loved him. Year 2, Cayde 6.
Yeah, Cayde 6 is definitely just hilarious. Nathan Fillion definitely
Well, and that's part of the reason that I like
gives him a personality,
yes.
and like
which I thought was just insane that they have all these really good voice actors.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Yeah,
and they didn't use them.
Yeah, like in year 1, Peter Dinklage, like he was there. Like if no matter what you think about the Ghost voice, like that was their like headlining.
Well, I mean, you get Peter Dinklage, who's a very big name.
Yeah,
you know, if very big.
Yeah.
And you just don't do much with it. And then you have all these other characters, like great. Can't think of their names, but I have their face.
Yeah.
Like the speaker. What was his name? He was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
he had the squid face.
Yeah.
Bill something.
I forget what his name is.
His name Bill.
He's also in the Underworld movie, the first one.
Yeah, he was a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, they have like that guy and stuff. And then, you know, the speaker has like no part. He's like in the very first cutscene and then like gone.
Yeah. So
which I still think is weird.
But
what was that guy's name? Anyways.
Cayde,
so what was the rest of that question? That was like favorite character.
Favorite boss. I'm assuming it's from like strikes or raids or something.
It is. Favorite boss.
You only have 140 characters to get your question out on Twitter. So you should email us if you want a longer, more explicit question.
Favorite boss. I do not know.
I don't know. Sure fought Taniks a lot.
No, Taniks
my favorite. But...
Like I'm trying to think of one that had like most interesting kind of mechanics to it. Like obviously raid bosses. You know, I always have fun at Oryx, Crota, and Atheon.
Mm-hmm.
Those were like I always looked forward to fighting those. The Templar was fun. I actually enjoyed the Templar fight in the Vault of Glass.
Yeah,
thought that one was cool. Ear Ute's kind of a joke.
Yeah. I didn't even realize Ear Ute was like a boss until like
Golgoroth is a cool fight. Death Singers are kind of weak.
Mm-hmm.
Strike wise,
Crota's kind of weak now.
Crota's weak now, but at the time that was really cool. Like, oh, I have to get this sword. I got to send one guy up there to drop him down, then hit him. That was cool at the time. I mean, that was pretty cool. Now it's just like whatever, because you have the Oryx fight, and there's so much going on in that. And Oryx right now is probably my favorite fight, raid wise. Strike wise, I really like the one where you're
the Dark Blade.
The Dark Blade, isn't that when you're in the dark?
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that fight's cool.
I know it's not very difficult. Shield Brothers is cool.
Yeah, I don't.
What's that one where you have to take the relic? You got to move it to different things.
The one on Venus or whatever. The one where you have to take the relic to the different podiums.
Yeah,
like
that one was kind of cool.
It's cool. That fight's kind of annoying though.
Oh, you don't like that fight? I actually kind of liked it. Like,
I mean,
I don't like fight. I kind of got bored of fights like,
Oh, like the Nexus was terrible. Where you like the bullet sponges.
From the Nexus and the Undying Mind. Well, it's like the same thing.
I'm really tired of fighting Taniks though.
Taniks is a boring fight. It's like he doesn't really do anything.
No.
Taniks doesn't do anything. There's a lot going on in the raid, but or the strike.
Yeah.
But Taniks is just like,
I think
he stands there.
I think that room with the walker tank is way harder than
it is. It takes longer to do that. Taniks, you get in there, his life's already halfway down.
Yeah. So
Omnigul, any love for Omnigul? I hate that one. No. I hate Omnigul. That was like I hated that one.
Oh no, thank you. Please no. No more Omnigul, please.
Thank goodness for that room in the back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think my
favorite
favorite.
race isn't that next? Isn't it this?
Yeah, I was gonna chime in on favorite bosses though. I kind of like. It's not the bosses in particular that I like. I like the boss fight designs now. You know, like
There's a
they're
lot
not.
more going on. In
Yeah, there's a lot more going on. There's a lot of like you need to coordinate a little bit more, especially at first when you're a lower light level. You needed to, not so much now, but like the Shield Brothers is cool. Like you have to fight two bosses at the same time, and then once you
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
one, the other one gets the other one's power, which is really cool. I do like the Darkblade one. That is pretty.
I just thought that was cool.
Creative.
Like you drop down into this dark
Yeah.
prison. It's
Yeah.
that's where
Yeah.
you're at. You're on a prison.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh man, it is completely
Yeah, it's
dark. Where is this boss?
Yeah.
Like the first time you ever do it was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
Shit, where is this guy?
Yeah.
Where is he coming from?
That's the Nightfall this week, isn't it? I think Darkblade's the Nightfall.
Yeah, Void. I haven't done it yet. I haven't played it all this week.
But favorite race, I think.
You're gonna say Awoken, aren't you?
No, I was gonna say Cabal.
Oh, we're talking about enemies or like
I don't know. I was.
in the game? I
think
thought the
Cabal
Awoken
are
were cool.
Yeah, I think the Awoken are cool too, but I was thinking more like enemy standpoint.
Favorite enemy race? Cabal.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, we like the Cabal around here.
They're very cool. I'm very interested in a backstory about them. Like it's cool like that they kind of had a story in the Taken King where they were in it. You know, they crashed into the Dreadnought and
Mhm.
like Cabal are kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
crashing into the Dreadnought and stuff. They were gonna blow it up. The Shield Brothers are gonna blow up the Dreadnought
Yeah.
while they're on it. I mean, like that's just things like these guys they're like very military and stuff like that, but they're also a little crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of reminded me of like that storyline. Kind of reminded me of like kamikaze fighters from World War II.
A little bit, like that was kind of like okay, we're just gonna smash into this thing and just blow it up from the inside.
Yeah,
and they look like those things from The Fifth Element.
Yeah,
which is one I love that movie. So
yeah,
and you've seen it without their helmets on, right? They're pretty hideous. They're pretty ugly.
Yeah, they're scary looking.
So Cabal, and then for the people that we can choose, I like the Awoken.
Yeah, I do like the Awoken too.
I think they have an interesting story that
yeah
kind of got told
Yeah.
until they all died.
Well, we don't really know if the Queen's dead yet.
Oh, the Queen's dead. Her brother dead?
Her brother's dead.
Her brother's dead.
No, but at the beginning,
They're
she
all
did
dead.
that mystical like ball
Yeah,
thing.
that was cool. Like, didn't know she could do that. Like,
What
they
if-
obviously have
what
some
if she
powers.
saves them? What if she saved them all and gets sucked into this bubble and transformed somewhere else? But
I'm pretty sure the bubble was a weapon.
but yeah,
It was cool though that like, damn, where was this?
mm-hmm.
Where was this when I was fighting Crota?
Yeah.
Could have taken him out real easy.
Yeah, for real. Anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here and try that hard raid?
No. Well, you're trying it for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I just if I get dropped from the bottom of the barrel again, I'm very upset.
That's kind of what we're used to now, though.
But and the thing that just frustrated me was all my weapons were 310. Like my primary, whatever, heavies, they were all 310. But then like my ghost is 305, my chest is 305, my boots are 305, my class item is 305. I had a 310 helmet and a 309 gauntlets. What do they give me? They give me a 310 gauntlets and 311 sniper. I was already using the raise. I mean, everyone else is just like, oh, sweet, I got 317. I'm like, you know what I'm saying to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I know.
shut up. And then like a couple of them were like, oh, wow, I got 314. Shut up.
Shut up. Oh,
No,
man.
like other people were,
Yeah.
And that's RNG. Some people,
I get it. Especially lately. I get it.
it's just like, really? Like, I'm scraping at the bottom
Yeah.
of that barrel. Like, what's left? Oh, here's some 310 gauntlets, I guess. Here, you guys all go first. You can just take whatever you want. I'll take those 310 gauntlets there. Gets my light up to, oh, wait, I'm still 308.
Oh, wait. Yeah, my bar filled up like this much.
Yeah,
Almost
it was
there.
like you couldn't even tell. I had to like get up close to the screen. Like I don't even notice a difference. Congratulations! My light went up.
Screen pixels.
My light went up 2 points from beating multiple bosses in the hard raid.
Oh,
And by
man.
light, I don't mean like
Yeah.
just the little bar. Like
the bar underneath your light level, it says you're almost there.
no, I didn't do anything for me. So
Uh,
tonight's gonna be a good night. I
it
have a
is.
feeling they screwed me there. I'm gonna.
It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be
Like,
good.
next week I'm gonna be like, oh, I got the 320. Probably not.
Probably not. You're gonna get 310 gauntlets again.
Oh, seriously, I'll just log it off. Give me 310 gauntlets. That was from Golgoroth, man. I got 310 gauntlets from Golgoroth. You got the 311 from the War Priest.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching DNA Weekly Strike. Remember, you can watch the YouTube video on Thursdays as well as download the MP3 off of our RSS feed on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, the Xbox Store, and Podbean now. So make sure you check all that out. Visit digitalnerdadvocates.com for all of our content, and then visit digitalnerdadvocates.com/Destiny for all of our Destiny coverage. Make sure you follow the show on Twitter at DNA Weekly Strike, and email us your questions at dnaweeklystrike@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube, give us a like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Rate us on iTunes, give us that 5-star, or just give us 5 stars. We will much appreciate it.
You should probably just do that.
Yeah, you should just do that. Leave us a comment, let us know how we're doing, leave us feedback, all that kind of stuff. And that's it. Until next week, we're out.
Good hunting, Guardian.